All right, thank you very much. Welcome to 2 Point Hospital. Now, this is a game that is a bit old now, but it's still one of my all-time favorites. And although great games that I also enjoyed have come after this, such as 2 Point Campus, that is named here, and although the 2 Point Studios have announced the 2 Point Museum game, um, 2 Point Hospital I think still deserves one playthrough. Even more if anyone else is interested in making one, but I sure want to do that. So let's start a new game.
At 2 Point Hospital, over 52% of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrived. Our precisely calibrated equipment is operated by compassionate healthcare practitioners, many of whom have even been to medical school or watched ER. If you suffer from turtle head, let us ease your worries and noggin gently out of your body. Chest infection is no laughing matter. Put your trust and oversized shoes in our capable hands. We're building a brighter, safer future, and hardly anything will stand in our way. You deserve the best, so join us at 2 Point Hospital. We're open for new staff, new patients, and a new you. Can I go play golf yet? I'm teeing off at 3.
All right. So that was the intro. Welcome to 2 Point County. I'm Albert Crank, and I'll be your trusty advisor on this journey. This is Hogsport, and here's your first hospital. Click on it to get started. We will do that. But first, I will show you around a bit. You see, when we finished with the first hospital, we get to go on a new one, and each hospital we go to will be a bit more difficult than the last one. And I have played through this game on a console, but never with PC. Now I have a laptop that I use for this recording, so excuse me for any mistakes with my controls. I am still getting used to them. Yeah, the map looks very, very beautiful, and I can't wait to show you everything. Let's start with Hogsport. Begin your career as a hospital administrator. Learn the basics of the job by establishing your first hospital. Let's start. Okay. And move the camera. Yep. Reception. The first thing the hospital will need is a reception. Patients will head here when they arrive at the hospital. So, yeah, when patients first arrive, they will go and check in at the reception, and we will need a receptionist for that. We'll place that here. Yeah, we'll need an assistant to run reception. Let's hire one now. Click on hire and assistant. So we have a selection of 3 candidates. Let's see Grant here. He is charming. He has green fingers. These traits that they have affect how they interact with other people in the hospital and how they whether they have basic some people, for example, like Grant here, has green fingers, which means that when we place plants in the hospital, we don't need a janitor to water the plants that are close to Grant here. So he will do that for the janitor, and he's also charming, so he makes people happier when interacting with them. What about Victoria? They are funny. Afraid of ladies. Ladles. Okay, yeah, sure. Penelope, the girl next door, which means that they are the target of unrequited idolization. Well, every employee has this 5-star rating. Once with, for example, Victoria, they are a senior assistant, so they have earned 4 XP stars. So they are more experienced. They do their work better, and as they get their stars, they can be trained with skills. So Victoria, they have 4 stars, but they only have trained in 3. They have trained in 3 slots. They have an open slot here for training, but in this hospital we are not able to train our staff yet, so we have to make do with what we get in the beginning. So this one is the customer service skill, and the more they can have 5 of the same skill, which means that they are excellent in customer service. This one has also Grant has emotional intelligence, which means he himself is more happy. So I think we will choose Penelope because they have 2. They are level 2 in customer service.
Welcome back to your favorite radio
So general
station
practitioner's
with the
office
vastly overqualified
is
Sir
this,
Nigel Bickleworth.
next.
I'm
So
here to
patients
inform, to
will visit
entertain,
a doctor
and to bring some
working as
form
a
of
general practitioner at
sophistication
each
to your
stage
drab little
of
lives.
diagnosis.
Should any of you have any requests for popular tunes, as I believe people like to call them, do not hesitate to repress that impulse. I have no intention of playing any of that drivel.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the DJ to finish. So the GP will assess patients and decide if they are ready for treatment or if they require further diagnosis. Yeah. So I will build it here. If yeah, it says there that the minimum size for a GP's office is 3 by 3. I will build it a little bit larger so that there's room for decorations. And they need a desk where they can interview the patient, and filing cabinet.
Please make your way to reception.
And when we're ready, we will press the green tick. We could also add windows, not however on the outside walls in this game, and I don't think we want to add them to the corridor. We absolutely should place a bin because they produce trash which will otherwise be thrown on the floor. We can also add a plant which will increase the prestige of the room, and make it look more nice. There are also a lot of other objects to choose from, but we have not unlocked them yet. So let's just press that we're ready. So next we need a doctor.
Don't mind me. I just like talking into a microphone.
Now doctors, they have different skills from assistants, of course. They have, for example, treatment skills, GP skills, diagnostics. This is bedside manner, which increases the happiness of patients. Here the Grant had the happiness that they are happy, but this one will make the patients happy that interact with them. Now I'm not sure. The treatment skill is not very useful for GP because they don't treat, they just diagnose or send patients for diagnosis. But the bedside manner is quite, it would be nice at the moment. So I think Boris has a short temper, so they become nasty when unhappy. But they do, they will work for peanuts, meaning that they don't expect such high salary, and they are charming. So I think we just have to make sure that they will not be unhappy, not to anger them. Okay, hire them.
I have equal amounts of sense and money.
And the hospital is now open for business. Patients are starting to arrive. After they register at reception, they will be sent to the GP for diagnosis. Okay. Now we just wait. Zooming, sorry. Yeah. I think here is our first patient. Can we follow them? Yep. Go into reception. Marcus. Marcus Hurt.
Announcement. Try not to die.
And straight to the GP. We have diagnosed our first patient. The GP has sent you a message. Looks like we'll need to build a pharmacy to treat the patient. So let's see what the message is. Doctors have discovered a new illness, gout. Gout is frequently transmitted in bathrooms, and modern medication is effective, unlike earlier times when it had to be dug out painfully with a screwdriver. So let's get them to wait and build a pharmacy. Maybe it could be something like, can we subtract? We could make it a bit more interesting. Maybe put a door here, and I think pharmacies in hospital they are usually a larger rooms, like stores. So I will put windows here, even though this one only treats one patient at a time. We will also put a bin. And here we will put an extinguisher, although later I think they will explain why. But this drug mixer can catch on fire if it's not maintained. So let's do that, and maybe a post photo. Yep.
We now bring
Ready?
forth this segment, Sir Nigel Reviews. Today
And now
I
we
take a look
need
at
a
the unique
nurse.
fine dining establishment Les Soufflés Tristes.
Oh,
And
good.
what a delight for the
Pookie
experienced palate
has
this is.
a pharmacy
The
management,
scrambled emu
which
eggs on
means
pickled
that
toast are particularly
they
good.
have increased
I give
pharmacy
it 4
skills.
salt
So they
shakers.
have 20 plus treatment skills if they work in pharmacy. And so this one is good.
Nurse to the
Zoe
pharmacy.
has stamina, which means energy drains at a reduced rate, and motivation, which increases their speed. These are maybe not that useful skills in the pharmacy or in this hospital, so I will reject them, and let's wait if the new applicant has better skills than Pookie. Otherwise we will hire Pookie. Pookie is also inspiring, so that is a positive trait. Okay, so Macy has a bit more, a bit better skills. They also have increased treatment skills, and they don't have any negative traits either, so I will hire her. Now let's see how they work here. And they are cured.
Lost and found report. Ham sandwich.
Thank you very much.
Partially eaten.
By curing patients, we improve hospital reputation. This will attract more patients, allowing us to bring in more money. Hospital reputation increases with each patient successfully cured, but decreases when a treatment fails, especially if a patient dies. A higher reputation attracts more patients and better staff. Okay. Now that we've got some expensive machinery, we should think about looking after it. Machines will deteriorate with use and will need repairing from time to time. If a machine falls into disrepair, it can be a fire hazard. Fires are generally considered bad for business. Yep. And let's hire a janitor. So this wrench icon is the maintenance skill, which increases the, I believe, how fast they are in repairing machines. Mechanics skill allows a janitor to upgrade machines, so we don't have that upgrades available in this hospital, so we have no use for this. The ghost capture would be nice, since when a patient dies, there's a chance that they become a ghost, which will scare the other patients. So this skill allows the janitor to deal with them. Dorothy does not have any useful skills for this hospital, so let's get them dismissed. And also Morris, they don't have the maintenance skill, so I will also reject them. Maybe we could hire Edna. Yes, charming. There. What is this? Our doctors have discovered a new illness, clamp. Once this grips patients, it doesn't let go, afflicts many living statues, and self-taking jumps. Okay. They're also treated in the pharmacy. Yeah, okay. could see if there's any. No better doctors or nurses. I'm thinking about Josiah, but they are terribly dull, meaning that they will make people bored. So if a patient interacts with them here, they will get bored, although that doesn't really matter, since if they get cured, they will leave the hospital and not affect our stats, but maybe not. Anyway. Ooh, Ross has 3 level 3 customer service, which means that they have plus 50. Does each one of them increase it by 50? Yes, I think so. So they have a very good customer service skill, and they, if I remember correct, when they have when they are level 3 in customer service, they increase the patient happiness when they come, or yeah, when they come. So, but they are unhygienic. They don't wash their hands. This means that they might make the hospital unhygienic as well when they spread their germs. I don't want them. Any better janitors? They have 2. Oh, they are also unhygienic.
Patients are asked to wait their turn.
And Bernard is hungry. Becomes nasty when hungry. No, sorry Bernard. I believe pretty soon we will need the diagnostic skill. So I think we are going to hire them, even if they want more money, because we will need, there will be a very good diagnostics nurse.
2-point radio. Our reporter on the field, Sally Fig Blanket, has just returned with her camera crew from another field trip. As to what she was reporting on, I cannot say. Nobody tells me anything.
Yes. I just placed another fire extinguisher to get forward with the tasks. Keeping people happy. Patients will get bored, thirsty and hungry over time. Make sure they have access to entertainment, food, drinks and comfy seat when they've been between appointments. If they become unhappy, they will leave to go to another hospital. They will rage. Rage quit. Item controls, yeah. Okay, so let's place some benches. Yeah, you see they are waiting outside the door, just standing there. Maybe we could put this one here also. Oh, which one makes the... I'm pressing R. Oh, okay. Which doesn't work. So let's do that. Place one leaflet stand. There's something for them to do while they wait. Drinks machine. Again with the R. Yeah, this I have to practice. I'll probably build a room here, so I'll just placing them like this. I will also place a bin next to them.
Don't mind me. I just like talking into a microphone.
Staff get tired as they work and will eventually go on a break. A staff room will help them relax and return to work energized. Drinks and snacks will keep them happy too. If you make a room larger and fill it with interesting items, it will be considered more prestigious. People using a high prestige room will become happier. A nice staff room will also help staff regain energy faster. Okay. I usually like to place the staff room in the middle of the hospital so that everyone doesn't take too much time walking to the. So I think I will build it here, and they can enter from that side. Sofa there, an armchair, perhaps a locker. Yeah. Maybe a window so they can check whether it's time to go. Drinks machine.
Try Moose Juice. The healthiest drink on the market. Only the finest organic mooses. Make it into our juices. Moose Juice. More 2 Point. More often. This is 2 Point Radio.
There. Staff will head to a staff room when they're on a break. Fill the room with interesting items to help them become fully refreshed before their break ends. Drinks and snacks are great for keeping people happy, but they can lead to littering if there are no bins nearby. While we're at it, staff and patients will get pretty grumpy if they don't have access to any toilets. You might want to invest in some quality porcelain. Alright,
Lost and found
let's
report.
build a toilet
Medium to large hole.
here. There. Let's see if there's anyone else. Okay. We're hearing reports of some new illnesses in town. These might be harder to diagnose. We may need to build a new diagnosis room. If a GP isn't certain, they will send a patient for further diagnosis. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. A general diagnosis room, which a nurse will look out for queue warnings above rooms. There we go. Yeah, this is why I hired the nurse with diagnosis skills. This room also requires a fire extinguisher. Yeah, let's put this picture here. Okay, that's it. Cure 2 patients. Let's see if we can hire any Anyone else? What about Harry? Cerebral dull? No. We already have a better diagnosis. Nurse. The doctor's also not that good. No. What about Chinese? Oh, Kendall. But they only have the ghost skill, but they will work for peanuts, so I think I will hire them just in case we have a ghost. Yeah. To unlock the ward, we need to.
If ever you have found yourself at a loss as to the correct usage of the English language, you may enjoy my popular guide to good grammar. A public service I perform with no shortage of humility. I would do one to proper enunciation as well, but I fear your underdeveloped vocal abilities would make this quite impossible.
Deceased patients are reminded that there's nothing here for them now.
Wards. Uh, wards can be used for diagnosis and also to treat a range of illnesses. A nurse is required to admit each patient, look after them and discharge them when they're ready to leave. Add multiple beds to a ward to deal with more than one patient at a time. You can also adjust the number of nurses that should work there in room settings. So I just built a ward. The GP office has a queue. That is probably because a doctor is on a break. Let's see whether they can shorten the queue. We could also hire another doctor and Jackie here. Ooh, they are so great. I will hire them. Aha. So every year there is an award ceremony where the 2-Point County Healthcare, I think administration, they give out awards. We get money from them if we get these ones. Okay, so I think this one is us. We haven't named our organization yet. Oh, that is great. We all have both the Doctor of the Year and the Nurse of the Year. I would not have thought so. But the Janitor of the Year goes to Holistics Hospital. What about the assistant? Goes to Bungle. Oh. We are not the Employer of the Year. But we had no deaths. This is very hard to get. That was expected. Okay. We had a few. I think these were each 5,000 each. So that's good. And we can do better next year. Yeah, I just hired a GP and I could now think if Jimmy is unhygienic. I don't want to hire them. We'll build 2 GP's offices. Okay. So I will do that by just copying this one. And now let's just move these. And the ward nurse, can we find? Okay. Hospital star rating. The 2-Point Health Ministry is keen to recognize the achievements of every hospital in the county. If we can build a hospital that satisfies the needs of the local area, the hospital will be awarded an official star rating. This will be great for our organization. Not only does each star come with associated rewards, but it will also allow us to establish new hospitals around the county. Okay, so every hospital has a possibility to earn 1 to 3 stars. And I will get every hospital to 3 stars before moving on to the next one. So our goal for today is to achieve the first star, which will not be too difficult. But Victoria likes to argue, but since they have two levels in GP, but they also have diagnosis skills, so, and they also have bedside manner. So I will hire them even though they like to argue, because they only like to argue with other argumentative people, and so maybe that will compensate for that. So what's here? Kudos. Okay, so that is this one here. Whenever we complete objectives and challenges, we earn kudos, and with kudos we can unlock items. So in the items list there were objects that were unlocked, and we could unlock them. Yeah, for example, the purple bench with 50 kudos, which we could already do.
I have only one word to say to you today. Trousers, people. Trousers. They ought to be worn at all times. They protect against sunburn and knobbly knee syndrome. Take heed, dear listeners.
Okay. A new illness, bed face, discovered. Our doctors have discovered a new illness, bed face, a quite alarming contortion of the face caused by sleeping at a strange angle. Doctors recommend always using a bed protractor to monitor your sleeping angles. They are treated in the ward. And misery guts, a chronic grumpiness due to a nihilistic semicolon. And they are treated in the pharmacy. Okay. Bogwarts, a rather disgusting skin condition caused by filthy toilets. It can be cured with an expensive cocktail of drugs, carefully prepared in the pharmacy, or with witchcraft. They're also treated in the pharmacy. And this is interesting. It will require a separate room Lightheadedness. Lightheaded patients are notable due to their bulbous heads. The patient is seeking treatment. We will need a deluxe clinic in order to treat them. Get them to wait, and I can see they are here. Can you see their bulbous head? Okay, let's build the deluxe clinic here. And that's perfect that there's 2 windows here, so I can place this in the middle. Was it in the middle? Yeah, maybe middle enough. There, and the wind, and the fire extinguisher, maybe a plant. But we will need a treatment doctor. So a doctor that is skilled in treatment. This is not that one. While we wait for a suitable one, it seems that Victoria will be doing that. Now Tony has, this is what I was trying to look previously when all those messages came up. So Tony has a ward skill. Increased ward management skills, meaning that when they work in a ward they have +20 diagnosis, +20 treatment, and in fracture ward. So while we wait for better ones, I think we will hire Tony. That was fun. And we need a
request that all outpatients kindly get out.
yes, as Albert just infoed us, we can use the staff list to check which one of our staff are allowed to do which tasks. And that is here, job assignment. Okay. For example, I really don't want Boris to spend their time in the GP's office when they can do the light-headed treatment. And also these ones, they don't have the treatment skills, so I don't want them to work in the deluxe clinic. So I will set this as so. We will, I think, okay. Congratulations, your hospital has been awarded a 1-star rating. That's 1 out of a possible 3 by the 2 Point Health Ministry. I have retrieved your file from my bin to celebrate. Continue to develop your enterprise in Hogsport for further esteem and trinkets if you believe that you're capable of more. Alternatively, run before you can walk and begin to expand your organization by opening a new hospital in Lower Bollocks. The choice, as they say, is yours. Thank you very much. We get 10,000 monies and we get kudos. We also unlock Lower Bollocks, which is the name of the next hospital, and a light-headed poster, which I think next I will place around this hospital. We will of course continue with this hospital. So before we end with today, I will just set these job assignments for all the rest of the stuff as well. Bella, They are a great diagnostics nurse, so I don't want them to work in the pharmacy or the ward. Tony here is the only one with the ward skill, so I will only let them work here, and I will then set Macy as the pharmacy nurse. We only have one assistant, so that's fine. And janitors, we don't want Kendall to do repair any machines, but otherwise the jobs are okay for them. Right, so this is where we will end today, and I hope you liked this beginning of the new 2 Point Hospital career. And next time we will continue with getting the second star. Alright, so that is all. Bye.